the channel Tarot Yogi. I'm Vinit, I read tarot intuitively, and today we're doing another timeless pick a card reading on what is your blind spot, what is your Achilles heel. So we have 3 piles to choose from. Pile number 1, we have the Nefertari Tarot. Pile number 2, we have the So Below deck. Pile number 3, we have the Visconti Tarot. So take a minute, see what pile is being called to you intuitively. The description box below will have the timestamp for your pile. And again, remember, it's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. If you would like to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below. So you can definitely reach out, and I'll see you guys in your reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose the Nefertari Tarot, this is going to be your reading on what is your blind spot, what is your Achilles heel. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended masters, star family, help me tap into what is pile number 1's blind spot. What about themselves they do not see? Where is pile number 1's blind spot and Achilles heel? Clear, concise messages, Spirit, thank you. Help me tap into pile number 1's blind spot. What is hiding in pile number 1's blind spot? Okay, pile number 1. So we have 7 of Chalices, Queen of Wands, the World, 2 of Pentacles, the Hangman, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, 6 of Swords, and 10 of Pentacles. So we have 3 queens. So what I'm getting right away, pile number 1, is your blind spot and your Achilles heel exists in the fact that you don't feel you are worthy. I think bottom line is just that. I think you are really struggling with issues of self-worth is what I'm seeing over here, because you already are in a position of power. You know, a lot of y'all may have some prominence in your life right now, but you somehow feel you're like an imposter. You know, you sort of have the imposter syndrome and you sort of don't deserve to be where you are right now. And I feel a lot of y'all are also struggling with finances. And what is in your blind spot is that you do have a lot of abundance coming towards you. And I think right now, honestly, it is your own mind. It is your own mind that is sort of keeping you in this space. You're not able to see the good in your life right now, you know, and I'm definitely picking up a lot of pessimism that you have just sort of picked up over the period of time, you know, as you've been just going through life. And you basically need to really declutter all these things that you're sort of holding on to over here, you know, because there is a lot of pain that you're holding on to. I think there has been a lot of self-limiting beliefs that have been imposed on you by other people in your life, and you've sort of made it your own. I think very much what is happening here is you're not able to separate yourself from what other people perceive of you, you know, and it is definitely an error in their cognition that you have sort of taken on, you know. So a lot of feelings of not being worthy and not good enough. And I'm also picking up that there may be some strife and competition around you, and this is really the time for you to sort of stand up for what you believe in. I feel a lot of y'all are juggling things, and you feel that you will not be able to keep juggling things forever over here. But you need to know that you have the power and you have the choice. You definitely have the power to keep who you want in your life and who you don't want in your life anymore. And I think you've become more discerning over a period of time. And what I'm also getting here is you're sort of trying to intellectualize your feelings. You're not trying to feel your feelings. You're sort of using your brain to process these very heavy emotions that are just lurking in the depths of your shadow over here, so to speak. But the only way for you to sort of come into equilibrium is to really feel your feelings and not think your feelings, if that makes sense. You're definitely ending some very, very big karmic cycles here is what I'm seeing for you. And what is really being called of you here is to truly surrender. I feel a lot of y'all are just not surrendering. And I feel that you guys have a lot of control issues over here. So somewhere you feel that you will not have the stability that you're desiring, or you will not be able to gain it. But Spirit is really saying here that the stability you want is coming. You just have to keep going and going. Just keep doing what you're doing. Now is not the time to stop. Now is really, really not the time to stop, So you just have to keep striving and truly surrender. And what is happening with you right now is you're going through a rite of passage. We have Six of Swords. So you're definitely moving into calmer waters in your life right now. And we have the Queen of Swords. So I think you're really being called right now to measure people in your life, because you are going through major changes. I feel a lot of y'all may even have gone through a glow up recently, or you will very likely go through like a physical glow up very soon. And what Spirit is saying is really, really gauge anyone and everyone in your life right now who is truly meant to be in your life and who is not meant to be in your life. And it's best that you cut people off, but I'm definitely seeing you that you're definitely moving into calmer waters, and you're definitely creating some legacy wealth for yourself over here. And another thing in your blind spot is, pile number 1, I don't think you realize how attractive you truly are. I think you have a lot of suitors that are very interested in you, but you're sort of just oblivious right now to that fact, and you're very much focused on just, I think, getting through the day, every day. I think your focus is very much there, and you're sort of disillusioned about things in your life right now because you're not able to get clear perception. But just know that the clear perception will come. You have to definitely keep striving, because what you are doing right now is you're breaking some major generational curses and cycles. You're ending some huge karmic things in your life. A lot of these karmic cycles are coming to an end in your life. So, and it's not easy. This rite of passage is not easy at all. I get it, pile number 1. But keep juggling things, because what is in your shadow and sort of what is in your blind spot is the fact that you're very, very close to achieving your goal over here. I feel a lot of y'all want stability, a lot of y'all want finances, a lot of y'all want a new home, a new car, a lot of y'all are hoping to even travel. Just know that it is going to happen. A lot of y'all are going to get the job that you're looking for, so you will definitely get a chance to travel. Or for the others, I feel a lot of y'all want to go somewhere to study. Just know that it is going to happen. But you're trying to micromanage things, and you're trying to assert control over things, pile number 1. Stop doing that. You definitely need to stop asserting so much control over things. I think you really need to be in a space of truly surrendering, which means you don't do anything. You do your due diligence every day. You water your plants, so to speak, and just expect things to come to you, and just know that things will come to you, and sort of let go of that expectation is what I mean. But I think you're very triggered. I think you're very triggered at a security level over here, so to speak. You're sort of not able to see how far you have come, pile number one, and I see that. So, please give yourself a pat on the back from me, because you truly deserve it over here. And just know, I feel a lot of y'all are also being initiated into whatever y'all are doing, I feel a lot of y'all are spiritual, but even if you're not spiritual over here, even if you are a very worldly person, you're definitely being initiated into a more happier time in your life, but not just a more happier time, but a more self-aware and a very spiritual time in your life. I feel a lot of y'all who are not already spiritual in this pile, you will have a natural calling to spirituality, and it may look very, very different for all of y'all. I feel a lot of y'all have spirit guides, and your spirit guides are birds. So pay attention to birds. They're definitely giving you some messages right now. But keep putting in the work that you're doing, because you will have the stability that you're desiring and wanting. I feel a lot of y'all are going through some deep metamorphosis over here. So just keep at it. Just truly keep at it. And what you don't see for yourself, and sort of what is, lingering in your blind spot, is the fact that you will not just have enough money for yourself, but you'll have enough money for your family. I feel a lot of y'all are single mothers. So just know that you will have enough money, not just for yourself, but for your kids and your partner. So just keep going. There's no point stopping now. You're almost there. And I feel a lot of y'all are just lying to yourselves. I feel a lot of y'all are sort of just lying to yourselves about things. So take this time to be truly honest with yourself, because you will realize that half the negative things going on in your mind are not even true. If you truly sit down and rationalize your thoughts, you will realize that it is just your mind sort of playing tricks on you and limiting you. It is your own, it's a very obsolete defense mechanism that you have cultivated over the years, but just know that that is not going to work for you anymore. And you're really being called here to step into this magnetic energy. I feel a lot of y'all are very attractive to other people right now, because you're sort of clearing out old things and just truly being, my nose is itchy, so confirmation, you're truly coming into a space of acceptance. Yeah, like I was saying, my nose was itchy, so it's definitely a confirmation that you're definitely moving into a space of acceptance, and only after acceptance can you truly change things. And I feel a lot of y'all may also be very, very confused right now. I feel a lot of y'all have many options, and the best way to deal in a situation like this, I would say, is quiet your mind first. The answer is not going to come out of logic over here for you. You'll be very much guided to where you need to go, because you definitely have your spirit guides here. You just have to keep going on, and just know that as you keep progressing, things will reveal themselves. The confusion will go. Yeah. Pull some oracle. Any advice for pile number one here, Spirit? We have two cards. We have the Unicorn and Chimpanzee, which reads, indulge your creative, imaginative, and magical side through some form of artistic expression. And the Chimpanzee card says, use both your intuition and intellect to solve the problem to get the answers to your questions. So like I was saying, I feel a lot of y'all have this dualistic aspect to you. You're very, very intuitive, and you're also very, very cognitive. And when that happens, it becomes very difficult for you at times to navigate things, and you become your own biggest enemy here. So you have to find balance between your intuition and your thoughts. And I feel a lot of your thoughts are sort of overpowering your intuition at times. And let me tell you, the difference between your thoughts and your intuition is the very first thing that comes to your mind, even before you've sort of formulated an opinion about that thought, that is your intuition. And then your mind basically takes over and tries to limit you by not wanting to believe in your intuition, and you're really being called here to know that everything that you know is going to come true. I feel a lot of y'all have a vision. I feel a lot of your third eyes are activated, and y'all are meant to create in this life. Y'all are meant to be pioneers. Y'all are meant to do something great. And I feel a lot of y'all are also supposed to heal the collective in some shape or form. So you're very much being called here to be in a leadership role. And the more you step into this, the more magnetic you will become. The more abundance you will get. I feel a lot of y'all haven't been very lucky with money is because you have been trying to comply. I feel a lot of y'all have been just trying to fit in. You're not supposed to fit in pile number 1. You're meant to be one of a kind over here. And that is very much what is being called of you here, to just step into your authenticity and live your truth every day. Very powerful. Yeah, so that's all I have for pile number 1s. Again, it's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. And if you would like to reach out for a private reading, my email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below. So you can definitely reach out for a private reading, and I'll see you guys in your next reading. Thank you. Hello pile number 2, if you chose the So Below deck, this is going to be a reading on what is in your blind spot, what is in your Achilles heel. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended master, star family, help me tap into what is in pile number 2's blind spot. What is hidden in pile number 2's Achilles heel over here? Clear, concise messages, spirit, thank you. What is in pile number 2's blind spot? What is hidden in pile number 2's blind spot? Clear, concise messages, spirit, thank you. Card jumped. Okay, so we have King of Wands, which jumped. We'll see why. We have Two of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, Queen of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, Judgment, Queen of Swords, the Chariot, Three of Swords. You may have some messages in pile number 1. You may be attracted to pile number 1. You may want to check that out. Yeah, so first things first, King of Wands. I feel a lot of y'all are meant to be leaders of some kind. Whatever you do, it's a general reading, so apply it to your situation. Whatever you do, whatever line of work you are in pile number 2, you are meant to be a leader. You're meant to pave the way. You're meant to pave the path over here for a lot of people. You're meant to affect the collective in some way. And I feel a lot of y'all are struggling with money. Just know that you have to take that leap of faith with whatever you're asked to do over here. I feel a lot of y'all are struggling with money because you have been basically trying to water yourself down, and you're not supposed to water yourself down. I feel a lot of y'all are very unique. I feel a lot of y'all are very, very special over here. And I feel life has sort of prepared you to be in this position now, You don't see yourself as a leader, and let me tell you, most people who don't see themselves as leaders make the best leaders. We have way too many tyrants and way too many narcissistic megalomaniacs running around that truly have no reason to be in a position of power. We need people like you who would lead by heart. That's what I'm really, really getting here. And I feel a lot of y'all are trying to manage things. I feel a lot of y'all are Virgos, or you may have some Virgo prominent placement in your chart, But you're definitely trying to make everyone happy, pile number 2. Stop doing that. Stop making everyone happy. You don't have to make everyone happy. I feel a lot of you are juggling a lot of things. You know, you may be juggling a few jobs. I feel that some of you all have kids. You're trying to juggle your kids. You're trying to give time to your kids, trying to go to work, trying to make money. You all are doing a lot. But what is truly hidden in your blind spot is the wheel is turning in your favor. I feel life hasn't been very fair to you, pile number 2. I'm just being very real, you know. I'm sensing a lot of heaviness. I feel things haven't exactly gone the way you were hoping for. But just know that it has a deeper reason and meaning that you will eventually uncover about yourself. But just know that things will go in your favor now. And you don't see this. I feel you have a lot of blessings coming towards you. And I feel your ancestors are also coming very, very strongly in this reading. You know, there's definitely someone on the other side, a loved one who has passed maybe recently in your life, who has certain messages for yourself. So just be open. You know, just tell the universe, God, whatever you believe in, you know, that I'm open to receiving these messages from the other side. You know, you sort of have to just open yourself up as a channel, you know, because there are certain messages that want to come to you. And what I'm also getting here is, for those who are struggling with money and stability, you're coming into a lot of ancestral wealth. You're definitely going to be harvesting a lot of ancestral wealth that they want to give to you. But and to sort of speed up this process, surrender. Really surrender. I feel you're trying to micromanage the situation. Don't try to micromanage the situation. You really, truly have to surrender over here. I feel a lot of y'all feel y'all are stagnating. You're not getting the kind of results that you want. You're not getting the movement in your life that you're sort of craving, you know. And I think a lot of y'all have equated your personal self-identity with what you do and what you don't do. And let me tell you, that can be very dangerous. So stop doing that, because you are worthy regardless. You're worthy even if you don't make any money ever again, you know. So please don't equate your own sense of self with what you do and what you don't do. You need to stop doing that. Be aware of people in your life, I would say. You know, I'm sensing some of y'all have certain frenemies or certain people who want to keep you down. You know, I see that you're ascending over here. You're definitely ascending, you know, and I feel there are certain people in your life who don't want you to transform into your highest version. So you're very much being called right now to cut anyone and everyone from your life that you feel no longer deserves to be in your life. Because there are certain people that you need to do away with, you know, and I feel you don't see this, you know. I'm sensing a lot of two-faced energy over here. So just be aware, be cautious. There's no need to be paranoid, you know. And I feel a lot of y'all may have gone through a heartbreak of romantic kind, or just heartbreak of any kind, you know. For romance, for some of y'all, for others, I'm picking up that you have been betrayed by a friend. Yeah, like I was saying, you know, there has definitely been some sort of betrayal over here. I feel there were certain people in your life that you thought you could trust. Maybe it was a lover, maybe it was certain ex-friends that you don't speak to anymore. And you need to let go of that pain. I think what is truly stopping your manifestations from coming in and blessings from coming in is the fact that you have to purge. You have to purge your feelings, you have to purge your emotions, and you're not doing that. You're not allowing yourself to purge. So just allow yourself to purge all these feelings that you're sort of holding on to. Yeah, like I was saying, there has definitely been some sort of betrayal in your life, you know. You're very disappointed and hurt over certain people in your life that you thought had your back but truly didn't have the best interest in your heart. And you're really being called here to purge those emotions. I think what is stopping your ancestral blessings from coming in is you're really being called here to let go of these feelings and these emotions. And I feel there's a very important lesson to be learned over here for you. So don't try to bypass any of these things. Don't try to intellectualize your feelings. You really need to feel it out. Feel your feelings instead of cognizing your feelings over here. But you're definitely coming into abundance, you're definitely coming into stability. And I feel a lot of y'all are meant to be seen. I feel a lot of y'all are just very beautiful on the inside and out. You know, you have a fire within you. And your personal job needs to be to ensure the fact that it keeps burning brighter and brighter. You owe that not just to yourself but other people. You know, because you're definitely meant to affect the collective here in a positive way. You're meant to raise the vibration of people around you. So I would say take time, allow yourself to grieve. And I feel a lot of y'all feel y'all are stagnating, but let me tell you that is not the case. You're making slow strides, yes, but these are the real strides. This is not fake stuff that will not last through a storm. You know, what you're building right now is meant to last any storm. You know, it has the ability to withstand anything. So give yourself some credit, you know, stop being so hard on yourself, pile number 2. Just know that things are working out for you behind the scenes. You know, I feel, yeah, your ancestors are really, really coming through over here. You know, I feel a lot of you may be seeing feathers, birds, synchronicities, so pay attention to that. You're very much guided right now, and let me tell you, when you're guided and you start feeling overly anxious, you shouldn't. You know, it's sort of disrespecting your ancestors, because you will know when it's the right time to do the right thing. You feel you may not, but just know that it is all going to happen. And another thing that I'm really picking up here is the changes that you want in your life, they will happen much faster than you think. So prepare yourself. Really prepare yourself. And pile number 2, I would really advise some people in this pile to practice yoga. You know, we have the hangman, and I read hangman as yoga practice. And I would say yoga is not for everyone, but if you feel it is for you, please do it, because the benefits that you will get from yoga, it is worthwhile. It is really worthwhile, and you truly have to surrender and practice daily. I feel that will really, really keep you grounded. I feel a lot of y'all just need to be held. I wish I could hug you, you know, pile number 2. But give yourself a hug. You really deserve it. And just surrender. You know, there's no need to micromanage things. There's no need to assert control over things here. Shuffle some oracle. Any additional advice here for pile number 2? Okay, so we have the camel and the kiwi, which reads, trust that you have the resources you need to get through the challenges before you, and do a walking meditation each day for the next week. So I feel a lot of y'all are alone right now, and you're meant to be alone in your life right now. You sort of are meant to teach yourself to be happy right now. You really need to teach yourself how to be happy under any given circumstance. And if you start feeling a sense of lack in any way, try to use that and take a deeper look at yourself by being honest with yourself, you know, because if something is getting to you, it needs healing. And that is exactly why it's getting to you. You know, so don't push away anything right now, pile number 2. You really need to look at things dead in the face, dead in the eye, and really just accept it for what it is, so you can truly let it go. And like I was saying, you know, this pile needs grounding. So my advice, at least for a week, like the cards says, you know, walk bare feet on grass, even 5 minutes. If you have access to a forest, nothing like it. You know, you don't have to sit and meditate, you know. Sitting meditation is not for everyone. What you can do is you can walk and meditate. You can be very mindful of every step that you take and sync it with your breath. Because I feel you need to be present. You need to be present, and you're not being present. You're sort of oscillating between your past and your present, you know, and that's just sadness and anxiety. So don't do this to yourself. I feel the worst is over. you know, and this is your blind spot. You don't see the blessings coming to you, and it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a threefold blessing, you know, and it's going to happen much, much faster than you think. I feel a lot of y'all are also very intuitive over here. You know, you could be my tarot readers, or you could practice any sort of spirituality over here, but just know that you have everything it takes to get through this. And this is a test, you know, this is an initiation for a lot of y'all is what I'm picking up. So all the best, file number 2, that's all I have. Again, it's a general reading, take what resonates, leave the rest. If you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. If you would like to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below. So you can definitely reach out for a private reading if you like, and I'll see you guys in your next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the Visconti deck, this is going to be a reading on what is your blind spot? What is your Achilles heel? Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended master, staff, family. Help me tap into what is pile number 3's blind spot. What is pile number 3's blind spot over here? What is pile number 3's Achilles heel? Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended master, star family. Help me tap into what is pile number 3's blind spot, Achilles heel. What is pile number 3's blind spot, Achilles heel? We have the King of Cups, Seven of Swords. It's a new deck, so taking me a minute. 4 of Pentacles, the Star, 9 of Cups, 7 of Wands, Ace of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Chariot. Okay. Pile number 3, I feel a lot of y'all are just very stuck in your own head. You know, because I was sort of at loss of words, and I was just at loss of words all of a sudden. So I feel a lot of y'all are just very, very stuck in your head, and I feel there have been a lot of things that have been weighing you down, and you may feel very overwhelmed by the things that have happened, and you may just have times in the day where you're just not able to, you feel very overwhelmed by your own emotions. You don't feel that you will be able to rise above the water here, so to speak. But let me tell you, you will. There is a lot of hope. I feel a lot of y'all are very, very weary, and I feel a lot of y'all have imposter syndrome. I feel a lot of y'all feel you're not deserving. Let me tell you, you are very deserving. You're very, very, very deserving, pile number 3. You know, I feel there has been so many voices that have just colored your own perception of who you are. And let me tell you, you are not all those horrible things that people are sort of making you out to be, or, you know, sort of wanting you to be here. What is in your blind spot is healing. I feel a lot of y'all just need physical, emotional, mental, spiritual healing over here. And just know that there is a renewed sense of self-hope. You know, you will be renewed. You know, and I feel a lot of y'all are also, I wouldn't say being miserly, but you're definitely keeping to yourself. You know, you're not going out as much as you used to. You're not doing the things that you used to like doing. And this pile specifically, I feel you could be my tarot readers of some kind. Or even if you're not a tarot reader, just know you're meant to be in a position of power. You're meant to lead people. And don't try to bypass any of this. I feel a lot of difficult things have happened in your life. I feel there has been a lot of betrayal. For some of y'all, this was an ex-lover who was kind of narcissistic. For others, it was a friend or friends, perhaps a group of people. For others, it was someone at work who's betrayed you, backstabbed you. And you get the sense from people that people don't like you. Let me tell you, that is not the case. You need to understand that if you're being hated on, it is only because people are intimidated by you. Like, your haters are basically your lovers. They're basically your fans. They're like Twitter. They're like Twitter stans over here. So you feel that you will not be able to overcome these heavy emotions. Let me tell you, you will. And you will not only overcome these feelings, you will help other people in some shape, form, or way to also rise above the water. So I feel this is a very important time in your life. Don't try to bypass any of this. Don't try to bypass your healing journey and your healing process. Take your time. Take your time. I feel a lot of y'all will be called to really stand your ground over here. Don't be swayed by other people. Do not be swayed by anyone. You may even have to fight people that you really thought you had your back, and you're really just sort of alone over here. My nose is itching, so that's confirmation. But I just want you to know that you're complete within yourself. You're very, very complete within yourself. And I feel a lot of y'all have been manifesting very majorly. Just know your manifestations are coming in. I feel a lot of y'all want to travel. A lot of y'all want to travel for work, studies, business, whatever. It's a general reading. So take what resonates and fit it to your situation. But that travel is going to happen. You will get higher learning. I feel a lot of y'all are hoping to get higher learning. My nose is super itchy, so yeah, confirmation. Keep holding your ground. Do not be swayed. You're almost there. Your resources may be limited, but you have everything within you right now. You have everything within you right now. Everything that it takes to get everything you've ever wanted. You very much have it in your destiny to get everything that you've ever wanted. I feel pile number 3, y'all are my powerful manifestors. And not just my powerful manifestors, I feel a lot of y'all are also channels of some kind. You definitely have some channeling abilities. So you may want to work on that. And what is in your blind spot here is you feel there is no movement, there is only stagnation in your life. Let me tell you, that is not the case. You are exactly where you need to be. I feel a lot of y'all are trying to look for love. Just know that love is coming. Don't try to bypass where you are in your life right now, even if it is very, very difficult. Because what you're doing right now is you're mastering your emotions. And once you master your emotions, you will be put on a pedestal, whether you like it or not. Because I think it is very much in your destiny to influence other people. And it is going to happen. And this is totally in your blind spot. You don't see this for yourself. And let me tell you, it's people like y'all, who want to just get through the day, that make the best leaders. We have way too many tyrants running around. So, and I feel a lot of y'all don't have clarity. I feel a lot of y'all are just dying to get some clarity, and maybe that's why you're watching this video. Just know that the clarity you want will come, but the clarity will only come if you keep going on. You don't need to know what's going to happen in the end. Even if you can just see 2 steps ahead, that should be enough to propel you ahead and propel you forward. So what you don't see, and what is your blind spot here is the fact that all your manifestations are coming, and they're coming in true, and they're coming in fast. And I feel a lot of, and you will be renewed, I feel a lot of y'all have gone through some deep transformation, some deep metamorphosis over here. You're becoming a beautiful butterfly here, so to speak. And when that happens, your energy levels will be renewed, everything will be renewed. You will feel like a new person. You will very, very much feel like a new person. And I feel that some of y'all have already started. And the others, you will start feeling that way very, very soon. But there is a lot of movement in your life. I feel a lot of y'all are going to travel. So try to let go of these feelings. I feel, if you're feeling a certain way, just know that it is coming up for a reason. It is only coming up so you can make peace with it and let it go. Don't hold on to any resentment, because it will affect your manifestation over here. So don't hold on to any sort of pain. Don't hold on to any resentment, any hatred. Try to have compassion and love for people who have hurt you, because they're going to need it when they get the karma over here, is what I'm really, really picking up. But the clarity you want is coming. Just hold your ground. I feel I'm sensing very lonely energy. Just give yourself a hug for me, please, pile number 3. I wish I could hug you right now, but just know you've got this. I feel your life has been a little extra difficult. And know that has reason. That very much has reason. You don't see where you're going, but your future is very, very bright. You're meant to be respected, you're meant to be loved, and you're meant to be in power. And you will not have to worry about money, is what I'm picking up in your future. So I think just do things just limit yourself. For example, like I'll give my workout example. I do like a lot of crunches, and I break them down into like a set of 50. So it's very overwhelming to think that I would do 500 crunches in a go, but I do like 50 crunches. So I break my 500 down into 50. So I do like 50 crunches, 50 crunches, 50 crunches, and that's how I sort of do my 500 crunches on a daily. So that's what I would say to you. Break things down into like small doable things where you don't feel overwhelmed, because I feel there is a lot of you just being stuck in your own head and your mind over here, and you just not being able to do things. You just sort of freeze. Don't do that. You need to keep going. You need to keep going to where you need to go. You definitely need to keep on moving on. And if you start feeling overwhelmed about where you have to go, just think about, okay, I just have 2 more steps to do, and then 2 more steps, and then 2 more steps more. Don't think that I have to do 50 steps right away. Break it down so you get a sense of achievement also. It's you have to tweak your perception over here, because I feel your mind is working against you, and you have a very powerful mind. But just know that you will conquer all these feelings, and there is a lot of hope, and there is a lot of movement and healing for you. You just have to take charge. I feel a lot of you all just need to be accountable for yourselves over here. Shuffle some oracle. We have Meerkat. Get support from a trusted group of like-minded friends. I feel this is my pile. So I feel you have a tendency to isolate yourself when things get difficult. And I feel a lot of y'all were like this as kids. And I know, because I was like this, and it very much has spilled over into my adult life, so to speak. But just know that you may not have a lot of friends, but the only 2 friends that you have, you can really count on them. And don't be afraid of reaching out. I feel a lot of y'all feel as if people will not hear you out. I feel a lot of y'all don't feel seen. you don't feel heard. But just know that things don't have to be that difficult, and you always have someone around who will understand you. Yeah, so like I was saying, my throat chakra was just going off. So I feel a lot of y'all are really being called here to speak your truth authentically. I feel a lot of y'all need to speak your mind and speak your truth. You need to speak about what has happened to you. And hold your ground, and not be gaslit by people to tell you otherwise. You know your truth more than anyone else. And speak your truth, and speak it with compassion, and you have people around you that you can trust. You just have to use your discernment. You really need people around you right now. You need your friends in this healing journey. You cannot do everything alone, and I feel you have done most things alone here. Pile number 3, the worst is over. The worst is really, really over. So just allow yourself to embrace love. Allow yourself to be vulnerable with people. There is so much strength there, and that will vitalize you so much more to keep going on more and more. Very powerful reading. Yeah. So that's all I have for pile number 3s. Again, it's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. If you would like to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below, so you can definitely reach out for a private reading, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Thank you.